We are live on YouTube. So yay, it says we are live. So let me check that. And then we will go, oh, here we go. It says we are live. So let me awesome sauce. All right. So we are live on YouTube, which is amazing. All right. So welcome to EAT. Welcome to the webinar. I will repost it to Facebook later. There seems to be some Facebook issue. So we're just going to go live right here on YouTube, and then we'll share later. So we're going to talk about food. We're going to talk about lifestyle. We're going to talk about health. And I am on a bouncy ball this morning. So no worries if you see me moving or whatever. It's just my way of staying in balance, getting my core while I talk to you, which is so cool. All right. So I'm going to go and share some slides because that's what's super important here. Let's do this. Ignore my crazy screen for a minute. We'll share the desktop, and then I'm going to go into a slide presentation for you. Oh, that's strange. Very strange. Let's go back to the beginning of those slides. I don't know why I did that. Hold on. Maybe because I moved the image right on off the screen. Craziness, right? All right, there we go. Eat. So congratulations on joining us today for this webinar. If we've not met, I absolutely love supporting people who are motivated to improve their health, are motivated to remove their compromises and get rid of those challenges in their life so that they can experience and achieve all of their goals and aspirations. And we all have health goals, I'm sure. If you have any questions during this time together, please post them in the comments down below so I can reply to those right here on YouTube or on Facebook, because I am going to repost it there later as well. Feel free to drop it right into the comments box, and we will get you whatever information you are looking for and get your questions answered. I am a national speaker, I'm a best-selling author, and I'm a gluten-free health and lifestyle expert and a gut health coach. All right. So the reason why I do this is I'm going to share this with you because it's important to me. The reason why I do what I do and the reason I bring value and I'm always sharing information about food healing is the stories of the women that I've helped, that I've seen come back to life from wherever they've been, right? So Miss Regina is a lady that last year, a little over a year ago, was diagnosed with celiac disease. This is a classic example of the people I help. And she didn't know what to do. And at one point she said, I can't have any friends, because to her, friends were going and eating out. Friends were social things revolving around food. And she had been handed a diagnosis where she had to change the food she was eating. And she thought that at that point, her life was going to be different forever. What I have to tell you is a year later, Miss Regina Pope is leading Thrive Clean Texas. She's taken what I teach in my program into her life. She's adapted it into her life. Her health came back. She lost 20 pounds. Her skin is revived. Her gut is healed. She's got the energy to do what she needs to do. She travels around the country helping people. And she's leading this group of over 40 families in San Antonio, Texas, and in the Dallas area to get their health back on track. And she's just taken it wholeheartedly and just wrapped it into her life and is helping others do the same thing. Another story I'll share with you is I helped a lady her name is Bonnie. She's in Atlanta, Georgia. And yes, I'm in Chicago. So for those of you who are like, how does this work? We do it virtually. We get on the phone, we get on the video, we do it all virtually. It's amazing. So don't think just because you're not in Chicago that you can't get help. We can help you. But Bonnie was a lady who about 3 years ago was unable to get off her couch. And all she wanted to do was be able to play with her granddaughters. She wanted the energy and the mobility to be able to play with them, to get up and down off the floor. And I started working with Bonnie, another lady with an autoimmune disease. And we changed the food that she was eating. She didn't think she could do it. She had a sugar addiction. She admits that to this day. And her husband said, I'm going to cook it for you. There's no more saying you're not going to do this, and we're going to do it together. The first week, I challenged her to just walk to her mailbox, just down the driveway, not a country lane, but just a driveway. And then later on, she was walking 3 and 5 miles a day, and her mobility is drastically improved. And if you were to see photos of Bonnie on Facebook or anywhere else, she looks like she's her younger self. She looks like she's her daughter. It's crazy. By healing her body and getting her cells healthy again, it took 20 years, gave her 20 years back. She looks 20 years younger. It's truly amazing. So wouldn't you like to have this result? And honestly, I think everybody would. What I'm curious about is, are you committed to putting what you learned today into practice? And if you're not committed to changing the foods that you eat, you're not committed to saying like, I'll be adventurous and I'll try something different, just log off. Don't spend the time with us. It's not going to be worth it. In order for you to have your health come back, in order for you to find change, you have to be committed to taking some of these things that we're going to talk about today and putting them into play for yourself and taking action. Action is super important. So moving on, right? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And congratulations again for joining us today for this webinar. I am from Chicago. I do speak fast. I'm not going to apologize for that. I'm just telling you up front that you can rewatch this as many times as you need to grab this content. Our sources today are from many, many places, including the healthdata.org, the UK, Strong Living, Dr. McCullough, CBS Local, Miami did some stuff. We're using their Caveman information. Again, I already mentioned Dr. McCullough, NIH.gov. So a lot of different places. We've collected a lot of different stuff to share with you today, but I want you to know that if you are interested in a certain particular source, that I will get you that website as well. It is, honestly, it's become increasingly obvious that we have a massive food epidemic in our world. Childhood obesity is soaring. Lifestyle diseases are taking millions of lives each year, including type 2 diabetes, heart disease, cholesterol issues, right? Those are all lifestyle diseases. And the statistics continue to get worse. The Prime Minister in the UK actually had a cabinet office report on food done. And they found in the UK, it includes grim predictions about the growth of obesity in Britain, but with 60% of the population expected to be overweight by 2015. That's like 30 years from now, 60% of the population overweight compared to 28% today. And if we break that down, 70% of that is girls and 55% are boys are expected to be overweight or obese in the next 40 years. And it's not even 40 years, it's like 20 years. Or 30 years, sorry. The report goes on to discuss children. And on average, children eat only 2.5 portions or two and a half servings of fruit and vegetables a day. Half of the recommended dose for your intake. They're also eating 50% more sugars and 25% more saturated fat. So think about it for a minute. What did your kids eat today at school? What did you put in their lunchbox? Data from the National Health and Nutrition Examiner survey from 2010 actually finds that more than 2 in 3 adults are considered to be overweight and 1 in 3 adults are considered to be obese. Are you in one of those categories? And more than 1 in 20 are considered to have extreme obesity. And to me, extreme obesity are the people that they make reality TV shows about. These are the people that cannot get out of bed. About 1/3 of children and adolescents between the ages of 6 and 19 are considered to be overweight, and 1 in 6 of those children are considered to be obese. I pray that's not one of your children, but if it is, the information we share with you today can help your children succeed and get their life back together before it's too late. So what is our goal with sharing these statistics? Stay with me, okay? Just stay with me today as we get going. I understand that many people feel like getting healthy and staying healthy is hard work. And there are 2 paths. There's the easy path, which gets hard, and then there's the hard path that gets easy. So let's break this down. Path number 1 is I'm going to take life easy, YOLO, right? You only live once. I'm going to eat whatever I want. I'm not going to worry about it. And then as you age, life gets harder. You need more pharmaceuticals, harder because it hurts, harder because your joints ache, harder because your gastrointestinal system's messed up, harder because now you have an autoimmune disease. So how are your digestive issues? How are your joints? How are your knees every day? How is your ability to recall things? How is your cognitive memory capability, right? Path 2, it's hard up front. You have self-discipline. You control what you eat. You ensure that you're doing what you said you were going to do. You're responsible for what you're putting in your body and on your body and your environment around you, so that as you age, life is still easy. You don't end up with diseases. And if you're somebody that's like, Tiffany, I already have a disease, I get it, but we can put that in remission. We can start to the reversal process, right? I wish this was not the case, but most people are opting for path 1. And that means they don't take their health serious. They, at a young age, and when their lives get progressively more difficult and they reach their 40s, their 50s, their 60s, they begin to lose their health. They end up with chronic diseases. They end up on pharmaceuticals. You end up with the top 3: high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, sugar issues, right? And blood pressure issues. Those are your top 3 killers. And they're all controlled by lifestyle. It's ridiculous. All right, if you were willing to do the work now, which I know since you're showing up to this webinar and you're watching this replay and you're getting on here, it might be viewed as hard work. I get it. But my goal is to make the hard work easy for you because you're committed because you're here. You're committed because you're staying with us. And enjoy the outcome of taking personal responsibility for your health. So is it worth it? Yes or no? Put it in the comments. Is it worth it? Is taking responsibility for your health today worth it for the long-term results? And what is your desired state? I'd love for you to share with us. Share with us that desired state. When you hear me say, take personal responsibility, how does it make you feel? Right? Make sure that you stay with us to the end as well, because I have a special offer that will help tie all this together for you and all the things that you're learning today. So if you stay with us, like I said, we've got this offer for you. And if you're looking for a way to feel great and heal your gut, we want you to do just that. All right, we're going to debunk some myths. I've got notes. My notes are upside down, so shift these around. Are you ready? These things, I'm going to tell you right now, true or false, are all false. All right, so the intention behind this class is to open your eyes, to open your mind to the truth around nutrition and around food. So myth number 1, and remember, I already said all of these are false. Myth 1, whole wheat is a health food and is essential part of a balanced diet. Number 2, eating fat makes you fat. So if you want to lose weight, you need to eat less fat. Don't get too excited, guys, because that's not true. You can eat fat, but we'll talk about healthy fat. Number 3, a high protein diet increases strain on the kidneys and raises your risk for kidney disease. Not true. Number 4, all calories are created equal. It doesn't matter which types of foods that they're coming from. Not true. Myth number 5, only people should go gluten-free are people with celiac disease, and that's not true. If you need to hear the truth, because there's nothing more important than your ability to live with vitality. So honestly, we're here sharing the truth with you because it's important that you understand so that you have your vitality, so that you have what you need, the tools that you need to live a healthier lifestyle. So you get further along on that continuum of health that we've been talking about. I believe that each and every one of you on this call, on this video right now, deserves exceptional health. And we're going to show you some strategies to work today that you can put in place, and the foods that you need to do and eat to do, right? Doing foods. Yes, you do foods. You do foods by cooking those foods. You do foods by eating those foods. But those are the things you need to do to begin to heal your body. All right. Our goal is not to scare you with this information. My goal is not to create more stress for you. And our goal is not to prevent you from enjoying yourself, because eating well does require work. Our goal is to help you become more aware of what you can do to make better choices without compromising anything, because eating well should be fun. It should be rewarding. It should be exciting. It should be adventurous. So which myth of those 5 that we shared surprised you the most? Was it number 1 around whole wheat? Was it number 2 around the fat? Number 3 about protein and kidneys? Number 4 around the calories being all the same? Or number 5 that if you have celiac disease, you're the only person that has to be gluten-free? Not true. Okay, before we start sharing strategies to make nutrition fun and exciting, easy, rewarding, and successful, I wanted to share this very important quote with you. When you have your health, you have 1,000 dreams. And when you don't, you have 1. It's a proverb. My goal for you is that you'll be able to dream big, dream bold, and dream without limitations. So if I had a magic wand and I was Mary Poppins or I was a fairy godmother, what would that be? What would your dreams be? Share your dreams with us. Post them in the comments. What's your number 1 dream right now? Seriously, put that in the box. I want to help you get that dream. Up next are some fun, exciting, easy, rewarding, and successful eating strategies. Are you ready? You got to eat like a caveman or a cavewoman, but seriously true. During the Paleolithic period, many thousands of years ago, people ate primarily vegetables, fruit, nuts, roots, meats, which varied depending on season and availability. Based upon scientific research examining the types and quantities of food that the hunter-gatherer ancestors ate became the foundation of the paleo diet today. It's lean meats, including bison and, and venison and all of that stuff. It also includes organ meat like liver and hearts, seafood, fresh food, and non-starchy vegetables, a far cry from our standard American diet. If you think about it, standard American diet, when you look at the initials, says sad. And we don't want you living a sad life. Today, these staples have been largely replaced with refined sugar, high fructose corn syrup, cereal, bread, potatoes, pasteurized milk. Most people eat much narrower selections of fruits and vegetables and nuts, and in much less quantities than the caveman ancestors did. So if you think about it, those foods that you're eating today, what color are they? They're brown and white, brown and white, brown and white, brown and white. That's boring, boring, boring. Brown and white spells boring. And if you think about your limited supply of fruits and vegetables, you're probably eating carrots, apples, bananas. You guys can hit the plus symbol if that's true for you, because I'm guessing it is. And white potatoes. How many of you eat purple potatoes, right? And you're like, wait, I didn't know there were purple potatoes. What about blue potatoes? Guys, there's a whole world of cool foods out there. A study by researchers from the University of California had out-of-shape volunteers eat a paleo diet for 2 weeks. And in that time, their blood pressure levels decreased, as did their cholesterol level, with an average of 30 points. Now, I have a client whose cholesterol levels, just by changing the food she consumes, went down 52 points. Would you like that for yourself? Would you like to be the one that said, hey, my cholesterol went down 52 points? Okay, so this California research study, which the researchers did, they continued to compare the levels over statins, right, as well. And statins are the drug that they give you for your cholesterol. And what they found is that just by going on a Paleolithic type diet for 2 weeks, they were able to have those changes in in cholesterol of 30 points in 2 weeks. And if you went on statins to get a 30-point drop, you needed to be on the prescription for 6 months. Which one do you want? One of them costs you a lot of money. Medication is expensive. The other one just becomes part of your regular budget at the grocery store. And you're actually saving money when you buy real food. So their level of triglycerides had drastic improvements. Are you wondering what you should do, what you should not eat? So let's break this down for you for a second. What to eat? Some easy things. Grass-fed products, organic meats, seafood, fish, right? Wild-caught ocean fish, fresh vegetables, fresh fruit, especially right now, it's farmers market season. Eggs, you can do organic pasture eggs. Don't worry about cage-free, go for pasture eggs. Nuts, seeds, healthy foods like olives and walnuts and flaxseed and macadamias and avocados and coconut. Okay, and then you're like, Tiffany, what do I have to stop eating? All right, you ready? Cereal, grains, whole grains, legumes, those including peanuts, beans, for a while. You don't have to give up legumes forever, but you need to give up legumes for at least 3 weeks. Dairy, refined sugar, white potatoes, processed foods. So anything in a box, a package, or a can, gone for at least 3 weeks. Salt, unless it's pink. And then refined vegetable oils. So no more canola oil, no more sunflower oil, no more vegetable oil. You need to go to coconut oil. You need to do avocado oil. You need to be doing pumpkin seed oil. Those really dark, rich, cloudy oils. Now hold on tight, because I'm about to reveal some pretty cool resources if you want to begin to incorporate a paleo lifestyle into your home. Now let's get specific for a minute on some meal ideas. Okay, so breakfast. You could make your own granola. We have a great recipe in Thrive Clean workbook for granola. You could do a primal breakfast burrito. You could do Italian scrambles, and you could jump over to balancingpaleo.com. They have a breakfast and Italian scramble recipe. What about a sweet potato breakfast skillet with bacon? Now, allergy-friendly Alaska has a recipe for that. How about lunch? Chicken fingers, right? Lettuce wrapped tacos, Asian rainbow salad. The rainbow is where it's at. Dinner ideas. Beef and broccoli, stuffed sweet potatoes. You could do salmon cakes. You could do buffalo chicken salads. These are all awesome things. And you can even go to Pinterest and just type in like paleo recipes, and there'll be a bunch of stuff pop up. It's easy to find. Snack ideas, cut up vegetables, roast some vegetables in coconut oil, do some mixed nuts, some almonds, some raw cashews or raw pecans, paleo bars. And then dessert, you could do banana ice cream, We have a banana sun butter ice cream recipe on our website, gfmomcertified.com. You could have cookies. You could do paleo bars again, or a chocolate smoothie, like with cacao and almond butter and coconut milk and a frozen banana. I mean, that's a fabulous dessert. So please share some of your greatest recipes with us in our Thrive Clean Eating community group, because recipe sharing helps others. So do you have some fantastic recipe ideas? Go ahead and drop those in the comments. And like I said, share them in our Facebook group. It's truly important. Okay, I'm going to state the obvious for a moment, because sometimes things are most visible to us that are overlooked. So you ready? This is so true. A sweet potato comes from the ground. A chicken lays an egg, so the egg comes from the hen. But where do Pop-Tarts come from? Do you guys ever figure that out? Far too many of us are grabbing processed foods that lack a vital nutrients, such as antioxidants, amino acids, fiber, and those good fats that we need. But even worse is that a lot of the processed foods tend to sneak in things that are not necessarily for us. They're not necessary for our health. They're actually really bad for our health, like extra sodium, extra sugar, and some of these GMO foods get snuck into processed things. So here's the trick. Every meal should be filled with vibrant, natural colors. So what do you think I mean there, right? Natural colors, like you can see here, I wouldn't do corn myself, but natural colors, you need a rainbow. You need 5 colors of food because you need phytonutrients for any meal. So I don't care if it's breakfast, lunch, dinner. I've been teaching kids this. I've been working with Frankie on this. When you pack a lunchbox, it needs 5 colors. When you make a plate, it needs 5 colors. And there's so many ways to get colors. In addition, you should go on a quest for some crunch, right? Snacks offer a big and satisfying crunch when you bite into them. So green apples, celery, snap peas, carrots, nuts, they're all crunchy. They keep your mouth busy longer. The more you chew, the slower you eat, and the more time your body has to register the fullness. And Michelle Burren, who is a registered dietitian out of Virginia, is where that actually came from. But she's right. She's absolutely right. Because the longer you chew, the more saliva, the more enzymes are coming out of those natural foods, which aid in the digestion process and help you stay regular. So here's some other great ideas for crunchy foods, right? Roasted chickpeas. We like Moroccan chickpeas ourselves. Almonds, pumpkin seeds, frozen grapes, carrots, celery, we already mentioned. Organic popcorn, non-GMO organic popcorn. Apple slices with almond butter, kale chips. Honestly, what's your favorite crunchy, colorful food? There's many options for these concepts in the studies, right? To prove the importance of small meals are much better during the day than large meals. Now, there is a trick to this. You need to be eating 4 to 5 times a day, but if you eat over 6 times a day, you're going to end up being in that obese category. And you're like, wait a minute, how does this work? It's just how it is. You have to trick your body. It is a trick to let it believe that there's always going to be nutrient-packed, dense food coming in throughout the day. This will keep your energy levels higher. It's going to make you feel full, and it's going to activate your metabolism if you're looking to lose weight. Research analysts from the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics actually did a synthesized study, and they found that eating 4 to 5 meals regularly throughout the day was the best way to lose weight. Like I said, if you eat more than 6 meals or you eat 3 meals or under a day, then you're more likely to retain extra weight and more likely to have other health issues. So you might be thinking 6 times a day, that's a ton of eating. You're right. So don't do that. Do 4 to 5. And when you properly plan, like packing salad jars, having your fruit ready to go, having your smoothie ingredients prepared, which is our next strategy we'll be talking about, right? But packing and having things prepped in your refrigerator is so important to help you stay on track. All right, so mealtime for some success, right? Some planning. All right, meal planning is an exercise that you need to do 2 to 4 weeks ahead. You need to think about this. Not that you're prepping your meals 2 to 4 weeks ahead, but the idea is that you have a menu for 2 weeks or 4 weeks. I would suggest 4 or more weeks, okay? So that you can rinse and repeat. So you can repeat the weekly menu. You can reuse the grocery list to get faster and better. Yes, this takes time up front. If you're somebody that doesn't have the time, then you need to look at our Thrive Clean program because the meal plans are already done for you. If you're somebody that's like, all right, I just need help, call me. That's what I do. We help coach you and we help you get these meal plans put together. All right. So what I mean by this is you need a meal plan for more than 1 week. If you had one for 1 week, it would get pretty boring to keep eating the same food over and over and over again. If you had 2 weeks, you could at least rotate. But if you have 4 weeks, your food changes often, right? So every month you're eating a rotation versus every week. So do not have just 1 week meal plan. You will burn out. You will end up with you need nutritional diversity. You will actually end up with 1 week of meal plan with deficiencies because you're probably not getting enough rotation in there. So some steps to help you build a successful meal plan. Number 1, this means you look at your week. You see what is currently on your schedule, business meetings, time with kids, ball games, summer activities, social activities, so that you can optimize the meal for that night, right? Or if you have to be somewhere else, you don't prepare food knowing that you're not going to eat it. Step 2, go shopping. And if you're somebody that's on our program, you've already got a grocery list. You prepare through dinner each night so that you have leftovers for lunch the next day. Now, a lot of you are like, Tiffany, I don't like leftovers. You're like me. That's fine. Make salad jars for lunch so you don't have to eat leftovers. But if you're somebody that likes leftovers, just make a little extra at dinner so you already have your lunch for the next day. Before you go to bed at night, you need to have your breakfast ready, you need to have your lunch ready, and you need to have whatever you're cooking that next evening for dinner out of the freezer so it's defrosted. Okay, so some easy breakfast ideas that you can do ahead of time. You could do smoothies. You could do gluten-free oatmeal if you don't have a sugar issue. You could do eggs, definitely pasture-raised organic eggs. Greek yogurt if you have no dairy issues, or you could get a dairy-free yogurt. These help you with quick breakfast. But narrow down your snacks to 3 to 5 different kinds of snacks, right? I always say hummus and carrots, hummus and celery, carrots and almond butter, because you want a healthy fat with the fruit or vegetable, and then almond butter and green apples, no more red apples. Okay, step 3 is never go to bed without preparing lunch for the next day. This is the most effective way to keep meal planning running smoothly and to keep you committed to the plan and committed to your health, right? Now, other ways in the morning, it gets chaotic, things build up, and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. And it becomes too stressful. So just prepare the night before. Step 4 is rinse and repeat. I highly encourage you to get creative in your meal planning. Try some new stuff. Be adventurous. If you've never had a curry, try a vegan curry. If you've never had a stuffed sweet potato, try it, right? The more creative you are, the more adventurous you are, the more colors you're going to get. So every month, you don't have to start from scratch. You can rinse and repeat like we talked about. And step 5 is smile, enjoy the process, make some time for it, get your kids involved, show them how to prep, teach them how to cook, let them get up there and just enjoy the foods. And realize that the path to your dreams, to keep the meals fun and creative, is part of that path. It creates the simplicity that you need so it's sustainable. So, who will start meal planning this week? Tell us in the comments. Who's going to make this happen? Who's already meal planning? What are your suggestions for meal planning? Share them with us. Do you have something that works so well for you? All right, you need to become a 1 liquid man, a 1 liquid woman. And you're like, wait a minute, what? Yes. Now, I know people often say that they don't like water. I hear it all the time. But it's time to get over I don't like water and focus on the health benefits of the beverage of water. Dr. McCullough says, quote, many fail at realizing how crucial an issue this is. It is my strong belief that the single most powerful intervention the majority of Americans can make for their physical health would be to stop drinking water, all soda and juices, and replace them with health-promoting pure water. All right. So that being said, Dr. McCullough goes on to say this is an important issue due to the fact that nearly 75% of the U.S. is overweight, and the number 1 source of calories is sugar from soda. Needless to say, diet soda is even worse than regular soda. Yes, you heard that. Of course, water is essential for survival. Every day, your body loses water through urine and sweat. The fluid needs to be replenished. For a while, you can survive for months without food. Fluids like water is super important. You cannot last more than a few days without water, is what Dr. McCullough says. And if you get fluid and water replacement issues right now, then you've made the most important and powerful step in taking control of your health. So what is that he's saying? He's saying if you replace whatever issue you have in your head with water, you just start doing your water, and you do your water and you do your water. Now, a lot of you are like, How much water do I need? You need enough water till your urine is clear. Starting out, you need enough water so that you're drinking half your body weight in ounces. It's like 75 ounces for a 150-pound person. All right. Now, what are your benefits from drinking water? It's going to relieve your fatigue. It's going to improve your mood. You're going to be happier. It can treat headaches and migraines and help diminish those. It helps in aiding digestion and constipation and the flow of food out of your body so you don't get all clogged up. It aids in weight loss. It helps flush out your toxins. It regulates your body temperature. It promotes healthier skin and beautification. It relieves your hangovers, and it beats bad breath. Yes, water beats bad breath. Now, if for some you still battle to consume enough water every day, try adding some fresh fruit or some herbs, like these are mint leaves, or essential oils to your water to flavor them. But do not go back to sugary beverages. Don't go have one diet pop. Don't go get, flavored water that's got sugar in it. Watch the sugar count. Look at the ingredient label and make sure it's just water. Such an important step for overall health. And empty beverage calories are not empty calories. They actually count. There is so much water for you to consume. How much water do you consume every day? I guess is my question. Yes, it's a lot of water that you need to be consuming, but where are you at right now? Go ahead and put that in the comments. And do you do anything currently to enhance the flavor? Do you drop a lemon in your water? Do you add a cucumber? How about a slice of an orange? Do you use basil leaves or mint leaves? How do you like your water? Natural energy stimulants that have a multitude of benefits. So if you struggle with fatigue, this is what you need to listen to. This is your section, right? If you've got low energy on a daily basis, your body's actually telling you it's time to assess your health and lifestyle choices. Drinking sugary energy drinks is not the answer for chronic feelings of fatigue or weariness or lack of energy. They're actually going to make it worse. What if I were to tell you that many of the alternatives to this stimulant last longer and taste great and are extremely healthy? And you're like, Tiffany, what is the stimulant? What's going to last longer from the energy? What's going to have me feeling great? What tastes amazing? It's the green smoothie. Of course, a green smoothie is where it's at. Okay, now, before I share a green smoothie recipe with you, I want to give you some information about a green smoothie, right? But we'll do that as too. But let's talk first of all about those energy drinks, because I see a lot of people grab 5 hour energies. I see them grab a Starbucks energy drink. Let's talk about those energy drinks for a second. So if you are consuming an energy drink, it's going to interfere with your body's ability to use the water, and it's going to promote fluid loss. It's going to raise your cholesterol. It's going to send your insulin levels out the roof, right? Completely out of control. It's going to contribute to rheumatoid arthritis and strokes. Damages your blood vessels. It can increase your risk of heart disease. So what are the benefits of doing a green smoothie instead of an energy drink? It's energy, of course. Other benefits are it's going to relieve the fatigue. It's going to increase your mood. It'll help with your headaches again. It'll help flush out the toxins, similar to the water. It's going to actually nourish your cells. It's going to give you great feelings in your belly. You're going to feel fuller, and it's going to wake up your taste buds. So if you're looking for some smoothie recipes, definitely go into the Thrive Clean workbook. There's a whole section on smoothies. Also, you could go over to Pinterest and type in smoothies. You can go to simplygreensmoothies.com. You could, they have several. And just because I say it's got to be a green smoothie, you can have coconut and peaches in it. You could add some mango. It doesn't have to be, What's your number one smoothie recipe? My number one go-to for a green smoothie is celery, green apple, spinach, spirulina, pineapple, lemon, and a cucumber with some ice and water. That's my go-to for a green smoothie. And I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Share your favorite smoothie with us in the comments. Okay, guys? Now let's talk about herbs. The herb. Yeah, I just named the herb. Anyway, this is probably one of the greatest tricks I've ever learned from my grandmother, and it's guaranteed to help you enjoy food as well, right? While remaining healthy. Herbs and spices will become your new best friend in the kitchen because you're going back to real food, you're going back to true food, and the way to get the flavors and the enhancers is the herbs and spices. You can use so many different herbs and spices in different dishes. It's perfect for lending life to bland foods without piling on any additional calories. or raising your blood pressure or blood sugar. For instance, sweet potatoes can easily be baked as fries, and you can add some cinnamon to make them sweeter. Honestly, I like my sweet potatoes with paprika and thyme. You can add fresh herbs like dill and parsley to steamed vegetables to enhance their flavor. Quality herbs and spices provide a distinct and delightful flavor for preparing foods. So incorporating them in your meals is awesome, and you should do it as much as possible. You can grow them in your kitchen, you can grow them in your backyard, your front yard, or you can pick them up at your local farmer's market. Great ones to try are basil, chives, cilantro, mint, oregano, rosemary, sage, tarragon, and thyme. Those are awesome ones to try. And rather than repeatedly relying on the same familiar spices, you guys should get out there and be adventurous. Explore your flavor horizon and purchase new ones and just give them a try. We also like turmeric in our house. We like red chili powder. We like garlic. We like, there's a lot. So we talked about curry powder. Herbes de Providence is something French, but it makes a great rub for me. It helps with vegetables. The star anise is another one that's great, and you can grate that. But adding a dash here or there. You can also toast nuts in your oven and then grind those up as a spice or an herb to use. So what are your 3 favorite herbs? Please tell us. I'm curious what your 3 favorite herbs are. All right, now kicking your kitchen up a notch. First and foremost, we'll talk about this in a second, but have you learned something on the webinar? If you have, tell me what you've learned. Tell me what's new, because I want this to be beneficial. I want you to find value. So tell us have you got value? Hashtag value. It's that simple, one word, hashtag value. You learned something new. You got some value out of what we talked about. Okay, now I'm gonna admit that the strategy in kicking up your kitchen, it can be slightly intense, but it can be worth it. It can be definitely worth it because it helps you stick and becomes a sustainable lifestyle for you. And so what do I mean? I want you to experience having more joy in your kitchen. And sometimes that means you've got to have some more tools in your kitchen to bring you more joy. And it's not that I want you to go out and spend a bunch of money. There's some things that'll help you in this strategy, right? So go ahead and consider putting this on the back burner until you're really getting started and you're ready to get out of just preparing and you're ready to take action. One thing that will always happen as you start to make healthier food choices in your kitchen is that you're going to find that you're having a lot more fun in your kitchen, and there's more people in your kitchen, and your kids are coming to help, and people are showing up to taste things. So anything that helps you promote and prepare food easier and more efficiently is a win. It's encouraged, and I suggest that you, in assessing your household needs, that you determine what helps you as a greater benefit in your kitchen. Now, Thrive Clean Texas is using a dicer. It's like you put your vegetable in there and you push the handle down and it dices it for you so that they're not having to do all the chopping. I like to chop, but there's different tools like that. A slow cooker, Instapot, a Thermomix, those are all helpful tools when you're moving to a healthier way of eating and a better lifestyle. You could also upgrade your blender, so your green smoothies, right? So you could go get a Ninja. We got a Vitamix when we did that. You could go get something like that. But cooking with the right tools helps you have better success. It helps in preparing the recipes that you're looking to do. And it just helps you stick to the plan because it's making it fun for you. So is there anything you're going to go out and purchase right away? Maybe it's a knife. I just got a brand new ceramic knife last week. In love with the thing. So what is going to help you supplement your healthy culinary adventure? Tell us. Okay, your health food choices should never get stale. Instead, you should be eager and excited to consume high quality, nutritious foods. And I always recommend that you make it a team effort and involve your whole family. Like you can see here, kids are actually cutting shapes out of the watermelon because it makes it fun, it makes it attractive, and people want to eat it, right? Get them involved. They're going to learn from a young age. The perfect way to deploy this as well is to either go to Pinterest or get a cookbook out and ask them, is there anything in here you want to try? Look through it together, right? Or ask them what their 3 favorite top foods are. I guarantee one of those is going to be pizza. And if that's true, go to Pinterest and type in paleo pizza and find yourself a better recipe. Thrive Clean offers a paleo pizza already. We make it out of coconut and tapioca flour. And it's grain-free, vegan. It's amazing crust that everybody loves. But you can literally swap out 2 to 3 ingredients and have a healthier alternative for a family favorite. So what's a food that shows up in your family repeatedly that you need to find an alternative for? Put that in the comments as well, because we may already have an alternative recipe out there for you that tastes amazing and it's going to be what you need, right? It's going to do it for you. So how do you feel right now? Just curious. I know I just shared a ton of information with you, and there's probably two emotions that are surfacing. You're number one, excited, and number two, you're a little overwhelmed. Both are great emotions. Your excitement will drive you, and your overwhelmness will force you to take the process very seriously. Do you see power in food? Do you see why you would want to move to eating real food and vegetables by what we covered today? Do you see how combining the right foods can give you more energy today? You see how you can improve your path, your continuum over here to health just by doing some of these strategies we talked about today? Healthy eating is a staple for a high quality lifestyle, and it's something to put time and energy into, as the side effects of healthy eating are more energy, improved self-esteem, and amping up the vigor of life. More zest. Everybody wants more zest. If you feel like you need support on this journey, I'm happy to help you. I love partnering with people to help them get the right results. I love guiding people who are ready to take their life to the next level. So are you still committed? If you are someone who is ready to make this real, and you're somebody who's ready to say, all right, Tiffany, let's go. Let's make this happen. I have a really special offer for you today. We're going to open up 9 slots to our Healing Through Food coaching program. 9, okay? What you need to know is that when we open up these 9 slots for this Healing Through Food coaching program, this is one-on-one coaching with me. This is getting on the phone, getting on the video once a week for 3 months, 90 days to get you where you want to go. Maybe where you want to go is 40 pounds less. Maybe where you want to go is so your feet stop hurting. Maybe where you want to go is the lady who doesn't need to take any meds anymore. Maybe you want to be the mom that looks younger and people are envious of. Maybe you just want to feel better. Maybe you just want to live to be 80. Maybe you just want to be able to go poop on a regular basis and not sit in the bathroom and cry because it hurts. Everybody has a dream, and we talked about those at the beginning. So let's make that dream real, right? So I'm not going to lower the price. I'm going to be honest with you. We're going to stick to the price of the coaching. Private one-on-one coaching with me on our website is $2,400 for 90 days. And a lot of you are like, I don't know how to get that money. Call me. We'll figure it out. We'll talk about it. We'll find a way to make the money happen. What I want to give you, though, are bonuses. I want to give you a ton of value for this, okay? I want to offer you our online course. It's being released June 2nd. It's bloat to bikini, because all of us want to lose the bloat so we can go back in a bikini. And it's just a fact of life for women. So our course is a $497 course. You're going to get that for free by signing up for one-on-one coaching. You're going to get 43 weeks of pre-made menus, grocery list, meal plans, and all of the recipes. You're going to get a copy of the Thrive Clean workbook. You're going to get 2 additional coaching sessions that you can use within the next year after you finish your 90 days, because sometimes you just need a little help, right? You're also going to get a whole bunch of video content that I've curated for you around health and wellness, around functional medicine, to help you feel better, to get your autoimmune disease under control. All right. So honestly, all of those bonuses, it's more than $3,000 in bonuses. What I do want to give you also is I want to guarantee you, if we meet and in your first session, we are not a fit, we are not compatible, I will refund you on the spot. I will give you your money back, because I don't want you to have to work with somebody that you're not comfortable working with. And sometimes you are like, I'm going to do this, and then I realize that you're not in a place to make it happen. I'll refund you if we're not a fit. All right. It's a guarantee. Money back, 100%. And if you've got objections, if you're like, not for me, I need to do this, I know I need to do it, but I can't change the way I eat. My husband's not going to eat that food. Let's get on the phone and talk. Jump on our website, book a consult with me. Let's talk about those objections, and let's see if we can find a fit for you. All right. Because I want you to have exceptional health. I want you to do it. Now, like I said, I'm opening up 9 spaces for one-on-one coaching. And when they're gone, they're gone. And for the first 5 people, we're going to give you an extra bonus. All right. We're going to give you a personalized functional medicine matrix timeline session. And we're going to help you timeline out your health history on a functional medicine matrix so that you can take it into your doctor so that you have it for yourself. And I will even help you if you have a 23 and more report, get a Prometheus report to go along with it so you can actually understand it even better. All right. And those are bonuses for the first 5 people. So if you're ready to make this real, I want you to I'll put the link in the comments below. I want you to click on the link and sign up today. Again, I'm going to limit it to 9 people. And again, congratulations for joining us today on the call. And if you're somebody that's, you're like, yes, I'm committed to making this happen. You want the change. You want the cost savings. You want your health money, the money you spend on your healthcare to go down. Do you guys realize that average American today spends $10,300? That's the new number on their health every single year. What could you do with $10,000? Seriously, that's like huge money. Quick turnaround, right? You're going to experience results in 21 days. And we've got 3 months to work together. You're going to have results in less than the first, right? You're going to improve your health. And why? Why would you do this program? First of all, compassion. I'm here with you. I've been through it. If you want to hear my story, I'll tell you my story. But I was there with you. I was sick. I've got compassion for you. I have empathy. It's a unique experience. We tailor it to you because everybody is different. Everybody's biome is different. Everybody has a different diagnosis. It's unique for you. It's a highly invested, right? I've spent thousands of dollars. I went back to school. I have a new degree. Years and years of research, years and years of creating recipes, testing them, 3+ years creating this new program for you, but hundreds of thousands of dollars that we've spent on getting this content put together. And it's life skills that you're learning. You're learning skills that will take you to the next level. We're connecting you with a full community of people. You also get access to a private accountability group. And I've got over 40 years of experience in our company doing life holistically, doing life that matters, right? Doing health where there's results. You honestly have 2 choices. You can do nothing or you can take action. And again, we covered the offer with you, but the offer is as it stands, right? The offer is a 90-day coaching program, one-on-one with myself for $2,400, but with all the bonuses, right? So the online course, free, $497 course free, 43 weeks. That's almost a whole year of meal plans, menus, and grocery lists. So you can rinse and repeat year after year. Money back guarantee. If we're not a fit, the money's yours again. 2 bonus sessions for you to use within the next 12 months after we finish coaching. And then if you're one of the first 5 people that sign up, we're going to give you the functional medicine matrix timeline along with walking you through a Prometheus so you can understand your biome, your genetics, and your epigenetics a lot better. So, all right, we're not done. We're just getting started. Let me know how I can help you. Let me know. I want to thank you and congratulate you for your experience in this class today. I love sharing this topic of food with people who are eager to transform their health, and this group was fantastic. If you've got further questions, please feel free to email me. It's Tiffany@gfmomcertified.com, or drop it in the comments and I'll get your questions answered. I'm always here to support you. We're going to stop sharing. And again, congrats. I hope you found value. If you did, #value. We'll talk to you soon. Join us on Facebook. We're in the Thrive Clean Eating community.